We had a pepper grower up in Minnesota who grew his entire crop with fish manure, and then he set up a control between one of the biggies, the Miracle-Gro, and fish manure. And so we had one batch of plants that were fed Miracle-Gro, the other batch was fish manure. Miracle-Gro got 2 treatments during the year, fish manure only 1. Fish manure came out with 8% more production.
If you're someone who refuses to go along to get along, if you question whether the status quo is good enough for you and your family, you want to leave this world better off than you found it, and you consider independence a sacred thing, you may be a prepper, a gardener, a homesteader, a survivalist, a farmer, a rancher, an environmentalist, or a rugged outdoorsman. This show is for those who choose the road less traveled, the road to self-reliance, for those living a daring adventure, life off the grid.
Jim White is the creator of Fish Manure. Located in Charlotte, North Carolina, Fish Manure manufactures and markets organic fertilizer, including both solid fertilizer and liquid. Fish Manure is made by composting solid fish manure. It is filtered to get solid manure free from unwanted materials and combined with the carbon source, clay, inoculants, and then decomposed to form a humus compost. Jim is a serial entrepreneur who has created numerous computer software production management businesses. He also has a significant background in statistics and agriculture. Jim White, welcome to the Off the Grid Biz podcast.
Hey, thank you.
So, how did you get into fish manure? Tell us that story.
Well, I created a company that monitored agricultural production. In other words, in the Delta, catfish production is big, and a farmer may have 100 ponds. And we developed a wireless, solar-powered monitoring and control system that would control the environment in every pond. So that's how Fish manure came, because I was interested in some of the customers who were using the connection from the fish production to growing plants, which is what aquaponics is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what started it.
Oh, wow. So how did you find your first customers?
We advertised, I think it was on Craigslist.
Is that right?
And that started it. Then we sold a lot on our website and then moved to Amazon, which is the main seller right now.
How long ago was that? When did you first start?
The whole process has been 7 years.
Excellent. You're finding most of your customers right now or via Amazon?
Right.
Great. Do you do any other sort of outreach or marketing to bring in customers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we use Twitter. We tweet several hundred tweets a day. The website, I write a lot of articles and publish those, and email marketing, the whole bit.
Yeah.
Amazon, though, is the major seller.
Excellent. Who is the ideal customer for Fish manure?
People that are interested in survivability and who understand natural fertilization. Fish manure is really the only natural fertilizer on Amazon. There is one other.
Mm-hmm.
Most of what you see is organic fertilizer is not natural, can be harmful to the environment. Additional nutrients have been added. That may be too much. There's runoff. This is the same problem that you have with chemical fertilization. And of course, I'm a conventional farmer. I farm 1,800 acres. And I know that we're not doing the right thing. It's not sustainable. Too many chemicals. Fish manure is an answer to that, but plant life evolved in the water initially, millions of years ago. And it was sustainable. And then it moved to land, but it couldn't move until humus was created in the soil, because that's where your microbes and your organic matter is. And fish manure provides that. It provides the humus. If you have an organic fertilizer and somebody's added NPK, additional NPK,
Mm-hmm.
and no microbes, that's worse than doing nothing.
And why is that?
You have to have the microbes. The microbes form a bond between the plant and the environment, and they can create the exact amount of nutrients that a plant needs. And there's no waste. Chemically, you can add too much nutrients, you can burn up the plant.
Mm.
You can't do that with natural fertilization. And natural fertilization needs those microbes, and those microbes live in the humus component of fish manure. That's what creates the yields, really.
Oh, wow. What are the different types of fish manure that you offer?
You can buy an 8-pound quantity, 16 or 32.
Got it. Okay. It's the same no matter what. You offer the liquid form also?
Yeah, it comes a half gallon liquid.
Got it. Okay. Is one better, the solid versus the liquid, better or worse? Does it matter the plants that you're using it on, or what would be the difference there?
Well, the liquid makes it easier to apply in some cases. For example, you could spray it on your lawn.
Mm-hmm.
The fish manure solid is a colloidal substance, and it doesn't spread too easily. So to put it out on your lawn, it's best to convert it to a liquid. And you can do that at home as well. Take the solid and mix it with water and spray it with a hose-in sprayer.
Do your customers come more from a residential sense and having organic gardens and lawns that they're using this with, or is it more conventional farmers and people with larger crops?
No, it's primarily from individual homeowners, home gardeners, and commercial cannabis production, and some organic farmers, not large scale farmers.
How has your business gone over the past? So for those people listening, we're recording this at the end of July of 2021. So I wanted to ask you, how has your business been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic over the last year and a half or so?
Well, it helped.
Yeah.
I noticed a big increase last year, apparently when people were stuck in and they had to have something to do, so they gardened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helped. I've seen a drop off this year.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That goes along with the trends of the industry. Overall, what would you say that you like best about your business here and the industry as a whole?
I'm big on sustainability. I'm pushing on that quite hard. There are thousands and thousands of producers of organic fertilizers, so the competition is pretty severe. But we have an advantage. It is sustainable. We had a pepper grower up in Minnesota who grew his entire crop with fish manure. And then he set up a control between one of the biggies, the Miracle Grow, and fish manure. And so we had one batch of plants that were fed Miracle Grow, the other batch was fish manure. Miracle Grow got 2 treatments during the year, fish manure only 1. Fish manure came out with 8% more
Wow.
production. And he's been a big promoter, and he's using it again this year.
Oh, fabulous. That's a great testimonial.
It was, yeah. We sold a lot off of that, yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Being a serial entrepreneur, how do you compare this product, this business to everything else that you've done? Is it better, worse? How do you compare it?
Well, the first 2 companies I created was based on some technical advantage that I had in computing, and they were very successful. This one, it's all marketing. It's sort of like fishing. You don't know what bait to use. It's every day, it's a new adventure. So it's really more interesting.
Absolutely. Okay, let's take a break from that conversation. I wanted to bring up a question for you. During these crazy times, do you feel like your business is indestructible? Most people don't. And if not, the real question is why? And what can you do to make it as indestructible as possible? Well, that's the basis of my new book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. Let me talk about what we discuss in the 3rd chapter, the 3rd way for you to Amazon proof your business, which is be different. In the 3rd chapter, I go into really how do you put yourself out there and be seen as unique, where you really don't even have competition. And there's ways of doing this. In fact, I talk about 2 specific books that you should go out and get. And these aren't difficult books to read. These are fun books. Books that will inspire you and give you creative juices necessary to be able to really stand out and be different. You don't have to be wacky. You don't have to be outrageous, but you do have to appear different. And if you can appear different from everyone else out there, not only will you not have the competition of Amazon.com, you won't have any competition. But I also have 8 other ways to Amazon proof your business. Basically the idea of making it competition proof to even someone as big as Amazon.com. So if you'd like to get your hands on a free copy of my book, go to AmazonProofBook.com. Sign up and you will get a free copy and get the chance to purchase a physical copy of it for a special price. And now let's get back to our show. It seems like it would be a good pairing, and I know this hasn't been around for the last year and a half. It would be a good pairing for trade shows and organic gardening shows. Have you done any type of live marketing like that, one-on-one?
Not for Fish Newer. It's
Okay.
internet seems to be the best route.
Oh, fabulous. Well, that's great. That'll keep costs down. Another question I had is if you could change one thing about this business or this industry as a whole, what would it be?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. If I could change one thing, would somehow want to create information that would indicate that just because it's organic does not mean it's good or environmentally friendly.
Mhm.
You can take a substance, add nutrients to it and call it organic, and it would be organic.
Yeah.
But unless it's got the microbe, you're wasting your money.
Oh, that makes sense, especially with your explanation of the difference between the ocean plant and the land plant. I mean, that causes a picture that I've never really considered before or haven't considered in a long time. Really cool.
Are you familiar with aquaponics?
Yes, a little. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a basic concept.
Yeah, of course. It's just that the history, the evolutionary history behind it makes a whole lot of sense. And it explains so many issues that we're dealing with right now when it comes to minerals and, like you said, microbes in the soil and the lack thereof. If you and I were talking a year from now and we were looking back over the past 12 months, what would have had to have happened for you to feel happy with your progress, both professionally and personally?
Well, of course, our main objective is in marketing on Amazon. So if we can increase our sales 3 or 4 times, yeah, I'd say that's progress.
Fabulous.
We're headed in the right direction.
Well, that's good. Are there any obstacles standing in your way of getting there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, fish manure is scarce. It's difficult to get to it. The composting process is complex and it involves shipping tons of material around the country. So there are a lot of challenges as far as production and even more with marketing.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. You've been involved in business for probably many years, would you say? Many years. In that situation, we have a lot of people that listen, and it's an Off the Grid Biz podcast. So it very much comes at it from a business perspective. What advice would you have for business owners out there? Do you have any blanket advice for people either looking to get into business or looking to survive and build their business in today's economy?
The advice I would give, if you're an entrepreneur and starting out, create a situation in setting up your company where it's financed primarily by the customer. Don't go out and borrow a lot of money, gamble on it, you may lose. If you create something where customer is involved initially, and even if you're a contract company, get the customer to put up some upfront money. Just get the customer to finance your business. That's what I suggest. I've done it several times both ways, and I know which works.
That's great advice. And that's really important. That makes everything you've said today worth 10 times more to the listener, because I've gone through several iterations myself with other partners and seeing the same things true. So that's gold right there. What could a listener do who wants to find out more about Fishnur?
Well, they can go to the website, fishnur.com.
Fabulous. Okay, good deal. Are there any questions I didn't ask you that you'd like to answer, Jim?
I think we've done pretty good.
Okay, good deal. Hey, I really appreciate your time. Jim White, thank you so much for being on the Off the Grid Biz podcast.
All right, I enjoyed it.
Oh boy, it was really a kick getting to sit down and talk with Jim White. I had spoken with him years previous when I was researching the organic gardening marketplace, and had a conversation with him on the phone, and he hasn't changed in the years that I've talked with him. I love his no nonsense, straight to the point attitude about things. It's refreshing. And I wanted to point out a couple things of what he said and what he kind of represents, and things that I think any business owner can use in their business. The first thing is, you'll really note the knowledge and passion for the product and the story behind the product. He has a very clear idea about what that is and what that's all about. And that's refreshing. And it's also one of those things that you hope most business owners or the person in charge has that going for them. If you really have a clear idea about what your product is, what you're trying to achieve, who the bad guy is in your industry, who are you against? That's very important, and making yourself very clearly a different creation in the marketplace. And it's what he's been able to do rather well. The second thing is, he knows where he's going. You hear him talking about growing, 4 times or so forth in the next year. He has a very clear idea of where he's going. He has the tools to get there, and he also knows what obstacles are standing in the way. That's very, very important. And the third thing is that point he made at the very end. And I want to put an even finer point about customers financing your growth. So often in the mass media, we're taught, with Shark Tank and all these other things, to go after big money out there and get someone else financing you and get a loan. And just everyone is trying to sell you free money as if it's actually free. Well, there's always a price to that. Whereas if you've got the customers financing your growth, you're growing while at the same time building a relationship with the people who are going to help you grow beyond this point when the financing isn't even necessary. It's really making money where you're going to continue making money, as opposed to an artificial source, which I think is really important. And you're learning something in the process, especially if you're just starting out. You're learning how to create that relationship with the customer, which is really what it is all about in the long run. Once again, I wanted to thank Jim White for coming on the show. I can't wait to see what Fishnur does in the future. Join us again on the next Off the Grid Biz podcast, brought to you by the team at brianjpombo.com, helping successful but overworked entrepreneurs transform their companies into dream assets. That's BrianJPombo.com. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Off the Grid Biz podcast, go to offthegridbiz.com/contact. Those who appear on the show do not necessarily endorse my beliefs, suggestions, or advice, or any of the services provided by our sponsor. Our theme music is Cold Sun by Dell. Our executive producer and head researcher is Sean E. Douglas. I'm Brian Pombo, and until next time, I wish you peace, freedom, and success.